Hi, in this video I want to show you something that I came upon totally by accident. I was looking around for ideas for a children's book, colouring book course, and as you've probably seen in the earlier video I had used fonts and shown you how to just take the interior out of the letters and leaving them empty so that somebody can come along and colour those in. But when I came upon something else that really surprised me was actually image fonts that you could install to actually put images. So to explain it a bit better, for example here I have this font installed in Word and it's called Pussyfoot. So for example, if I type in the letter A, it gives me a cat in the shape of an A, B, C. So you get the idea. For every letter of the alphabet, rather than giving me a capital letter or a small letter, it's actually giving me an image. Another one that I installed was this one here, and it is called Nina's Animals. So again, rather than giving me a letter, if I type in the letter A, I get a gorilla. Type in the letter B, I get a butterfly. Type in the letter C, get a monkey. The letter D, a dolphin. So as you can see here, just from simply just typing in these letters, you get a perfect image. So for anybody who's never, couldn't draw to save their life, this here is an amazing thing where you could just basically if I wanted to put this gorilla on this page, what I would do is I could just simply select this gorilla and I can blow him up to a huge size. So say maybe this might be a bit big, but we'll see. So there you go. So there, as you've seen, is a perfectly formed gorilla on that page. So if you were designing a colouring book for younger kids, you just simply type in the letter A, bingo, there is your picture of a gorilla. And then it's just a matter of if you wanted to do the same, if you want to put a butterfly on the next page, it's just a matter of, I'm just going to do it now just to show you. So again, what I'm going to do is I am going to bring it up to large size. I think it was 600 I chose. And there you go. That is 2 pages of a colouring book done in a couple of seconds. Just typing in the letter A and I get this ape. B, I get a butterfly. C, that must be a chimp. So again, I can just select them. Now, I don't know how you feel at looking at that, but when I found out that these fonts could actually do that, it totally blew me away. You know how simple it is, just type in a letter and the font will give you a picture back for that letter. So for example, this font, Nina's Animals, has 26 variations on each letter. So basically just from installing this font, putting it, just simply typing it A, B, C, D, going through the whole alphabet, I suddenly have gone from nothing at all to 26 images that I can put in a colouring book. Now if I wanted to, I could actually maybe reduce down some of these sizes. So if I wanted to scale this back, I could actually put an image here and I could maybe take this character here, and if I could combine them, I could have these 2 monkeys on one page. Or again, I could just blow them up to the size that they are here and do it. So I'm sure you've been surprised by it, because I did not know that these actually existed until yesterday. Now that has just been one. Another one that I've installed too is this one here, and it's called Birds 1. So again, I just type in the letter A and I get a bird. B, C, D, E. Now in this case, all these images, as you can see here, are all in black. Now again, I'm going to show you in another video how you can come along and strip all that black, and again, like the fonts, just have the outline of the shape and have all the interior completely white. So somebody could come along and they can colour in that eagle, or they can colour in that bird on the bush. And it's basically, again, if I want to select this character, I can blow it way up to maybe say 500, and I have this bird. So basically, like the previous font Nina's, it's just a simple matter of just typing out A, B, C, D, blowing it up to whatever size you want on the page. Again, you could put maybe these 2 on a page if you wanted to do that. You could add a little bit of text. I'll show you in a moment. One of the ones I've done before that, and it's basically just a matter of just typing in those letters. So even if you've never drawn in your life and couldn't draw to save yourself, couldn't use Adobe Illustrator or anything else, it's just a matter of just typing in on the keyboard and you got an image. Now another one I installed too was Big Bad Dogs. This one sometimes is a little bit tricky yet working. It works on the capital letters. But as you can see there is the letter A, there's the letter B, there's the letter C, there's the letter D. Now you mightn't like all the characters maybe that this gives you, but you could delete out this character. Maybe if you didn't like this character, you could delete it out. But again, this font gives you 26 variations that you could easily just scale down to size, move around the page, put a little bit of text. So for example, if you were doing a kid's colouring book about dogs, I'm sure any child would love to have, you know, these large pictures that they can colour in. And basically it's just a matter, as I said, of simply just typing in the alphabet and getting one image after another. So another one, apart from those kind of animal images, is you're going to find some that will actually give you designs. So again, like I'd said earlier in the very first video, you don't need to download and buy any PL or image packs with designs or anything else, because some of these fonts will actually give you a design. So I just want to show you one that I have installed too, and it is this one here, Design 4. So for example, if I type in the letter A, I get that design. The letter B, I get that design. The letter C, that. D. So I'm sure you can see from looking at this how some of these patterns here, how you could come along. Again, as I said, I'm going to show you how to strip all that black out of it and just leave you with the perfect outline. Like, how good would that look in a colouring book of yours if you had all these different patterns? And again, you can combine 2 or 3 different patterns in each page. So no matter who would use this font, you can create a totally unique colouring book for somebody else, you know, from that separate yours from everybody else's, because you can play around with the font size, the image sizes. You could maybe put one on a page, you could put 2 or 3 together, depending on your taste. But it's just a matter of just typing in a letter of the alphabet and you get all these images back. And then the best part is then too, because they are scalable, there is no kind of loss of quality when you expand it away up. I'm just going to show you here. I'm just going to go in to 100% on this page here. So for example, if I just scale this up to a large size, you know, you can see here how good it looks even at a large size. So again, as I said, you could scale it away up so you could have one of these on each page. So basically what you would do is you would just center it in the middle of the page. Now I'm going to show you in another video how to play around with the images, but I'm sure you can see straight away the amount of time it's going to save you, how easy it is, and it's basically just from installing fonts and just typing out the alphabet. So let me see what else I have here. There was another font that I found. There's another one about patterns as well. Again, these are some more patterns, and again, it's just simply just from typing in the alphabet. Now again, because this is a large size, I'm just going to scale it back because it's too big for this. So I'm just going to find it again. So that is A. Now it's too large for here, so I'm just going to reduce it down. So you can get a better look at it. It's still too big. Still a little bit in the large size. Okay, So as you can see here, and I'm just going to scale in to get you a better look at this image. So as you can see here, how cool that pattern looks. And again, as I said, I'm going to show you how you can strip all this black out. So you're going to have all these outlines here. So if you imagine all the black here is gone, and you're going to have a totally cool canvas for anybody to colour in. And that was basically just from installing that font, and that's from just typing the letter A. If we just move on to the letter B just to see what it looks like. There is the letter B. That's the letter C. So you can imagine having a colouring book with all these great images in it, and it's basically just from installing the font and again just typing it out. So there's also another one I want to show you too. Now for anybody maybe who was interested maybe in doing a colouring book, there's also one you can get to for anybody who's interested in doing one maybe on a kind of dragon team or something like that. I actually have some images done, but I just wanted to show you, find the name. Another one I came upon was this one here. It's called Aisle Crisis, and basically this font will actually give you a car, an image of a car that you can put on. For example, that's the letter A, that's the letter B, that's the letter C. So you can see that like every one of these images is completely different because it's a different letter of the alphabet. So basically, even if two people were actually using this font in their colouring books, if you varied how you actually typed in the alphabet and what letters you picked, your book would look completely different, be in a different order. And again, for anybody who maybe was interested in doing maybe a colouring book for kids, as I'm sure you can see how amazing having a colouring book that was filled up with cars for young boys or girls to colour in that was interested in cars. Again, you can scale these images way up to size, or you could put 2 or 3 on the one page, but you would have an amazing kind of colouring book, and it's basically just from typing out. I just want to show you then further down, because I'm sure you wanted keen to get started, but for anybody who is interested in doing a kind of, again, there is the car font again, but in this case I have taken out all the black outlines and I have left this white outline. So I'm sure you can see yourself how amazing that is for any child to colour in, the amount of small parts and kind of details that they can go into and colouring in those images. And another font that I had found was this amazing one where you could actually create these kind of dragon images. Now I have stripped away the interior, a lot of this was black, but I'm sure you can see what an amazing image that is of a dragon for anybody who is interested in that theme. And again, this is the exact same font. This is actually another letter in this font, and it's giving you a different picture of the dragons. And then what I've done is, just as an example, I've just shown you how you could actually combine 3 different images on the one page. So I'm sure you can see like how amazing the detail is in these pictures for anybody who is interested in doing a kind of a picture book along these lines. And it's just simply just installing these fonts and stripping away some of the interior just to leave all this kind of colouring in space. So I don't know about you, but I had no clue that these actually existed. Again, this is Nina's font. This is further on at the alphabet, the different letters you can get. You can get all these different lambs, monkeys, rabbits, all these lizards, and these are all part of it. Again, as I said, like how amazing is that? Even if you just left it as it was, all these different images on one page for some child to colour in, or even as this, you can play around. So again, as I said, your colouring book can be completely different than anybody else's. These are more of the images that you actually get from that font. And again, these images are amazing. Like, you don't need kind of any artistic style at all. It's just a matter of typing in and moving them around the page. So I don't know about you, but I'm sure you're excited after seeing all this, how cool this is. And again, as I showed earlier on there, this is what these pattern images earlier on were like. And as I said, I've taken out all the black interior. So you can imagine the amount of intricate work there somebody could enjoy colouring those in. There's another one. How great would that look on one page of your colouring book? and it's just a matter of just typing a letter on a keyboard. And there's more. So I'm sure you're really keen to get started, and you're probably blown away, but well, I know I was, how amazing this is, and it's so simple to use. You know, there's nothing you need. You've just got Microsoft Word. You just installing fonts, and you're just basically just typing on a page, and you're getting all these amazing colour and pictures that you can use. So in the next video, I'm going to show you some of the amazing fonts that are available for you to choose, and some of the websites that you can go to download these fonts. So I'm very sure that you're keen to get started. I'll see you in the next video.